problem, I kind of have set you up a little bit, because if you did it, your insides probably didn't match. Alright, and if you got your insides to match, we'll see if you actually did it or you just didn't realize it didn't match. Okay? Alright, so if I look through there first, is there GCF between all four parts? No. Okay, so then what do we do next, Toby?
You separate them, so you put the 15A and the 3AB together.
Good.
And then the 4B minus 20.
Very good. Alright. Juliana, what did you pull out of your first grouping there?
I pulled out a 3.
3. Okay, good. And what did you have left over when you did that?
I had 5 minus 2.
Okay, very good. Does anybody have a question about step 1 so far? Okay, Shiloh, what did you pull out of your second grouping?
4.
Okay, 4, what did you have left over?
B minus 5.
B minus 5. Okay, so now when I look at my insides, and we stressed how these insides have to match, okay? And so when I look here, I have a positive 5, right? But then I come over to this guy, I have a negative 5. Here, I have a negative B, and here I have a B. They don't match, do they? They're close, right? Really close. But the signs are off. How do we fix that?
Flip it?
How are you going to flip it? You're on the right track.
Front.
How do we change signs? Quote, yeah. So let's look at the 4. Let's look at the second part. So instead of pulling a 4, what can we pull? A negative 4. Okay. So if you're really close, but the signs are your problem, then what I want you to do is you're going to come in here and change this over to a negative. And so now when you take a positive divided by a negative, you'll get a negative B. A negative 20 divided by a negative 4, you'll get a positive 5. So if everything works except the signs, then you're going to backtrack and pull a negative out. Okay? And when you do that, now I've got a negative B and a negative B, and now I have a positive 5 and a positive 5. Now the insides match. The order is not important as long as they got all the parts that are right. So I don't care which one of these you write down, it's going to be the same thing. Alright? Charlotte?
How's there a 4 still there?
Because there's still 4 and 20 still have 4 in common. It's just we pulled out a negative 4 instead so we could flip the signs over to make a match.
Once you divide the 4 and the 4, doesn't the 4 cancel out?
Yeah, but you still have the B left.
Yeah, but how is the 4 still there though? That's not.
It's not still there. It's on the outside, sweetie.
How did you get there? That's why I don't understand.
This is your GCF. How did you okay?
Write down the GCF.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Hold on.
Yep.
Okay, so what I did was negative 3A, negative 5 plus B, but then I had
Plus 4.
And plus 4.
Yeah. So if you just give me a second here. So if we rewrite, when we rewrite this, we get like 3A minus 4, right, guys? Put together your outsides. Then again, it doesn't matter which one you put. I'm just gonna write the first one. It doesn't matter. So now Anthony's saying, whoa, 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 I changed this over to a negative 3 out front, but left this guy positive. That is okay. All right? If all of your signs, and I mean all, if all of your signs are opposite across the board, okay, so if everything switched over, it's the same answer. Okay? All right, does anybody else have a question? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay? I want you to go ahead and try this one on your own now. Yeah, you can. Wait, say that.
Did you just leave the negative out?
No, it has to go with, no, you have to put it with 18. And remember that negative has to stay with that 18. Okay. so our first step here will be to do what? Okay, yeah, group it, right? So first group. Now guys, I went around and corrected at least this half of the classroom. Make sure that negative stays with that 18. That's not negotiable. You have to do that, okay? What comes out of this first grouping? A P, all right? So a P comes out, and we're going to have a 3 minus 2P left over on the inside. Is everybody okay with that first step? Okay?
What happens to the square?
Oh, the square went away because you pulled one out. Okay, anybody else? Okay, second grouping. What would you pull on the second grouping here?
3.
I did
Six.
a negative
How about 9, right? 18 and 27? 9. Remember, you have to pull the biggest. Guys, also, if you only pull a 3 out, will your insides match? No, so you know you did not pull out the biggest. You know you messed up, all right? So you have to keep going bigger. So in this case, you're going to start with your positive 9. So start with a 9. If we got flip signs, we will. Okay? So when I take 9 out of the negative 18, what do we get there?
negative 2p.
Negative 2p. And then 27 divided by 9?
3.
3. So now, put them together. So what do we get there? Final answer.
P plus 9.
P plus 9.
And 3 minus 2.
That's fine. And maybe we should have looked at this real quick. Are those the same? Yeah.
Yeah.
Negative 2p, negative 2p. Positive 3, positive 3. Order's not important, all right? As long as you got all the right parts with the right symbols, you're good. Okay? All right, let's flip over on the back side.
Liz? Sorry,
What was that?
What did I do?
I forgot to copy the backside. They don't have it.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I got it. All right, so number 5. Oh, and there is a typo here, by the way. Let's fix this real quick. This should be, everybody needs to fix this. This should be a 3, and this should be a 2. Okay? If you're on a hard copy of the back notes, remember you got to write this one down. Okay? So write number 5 down. 4q to the third minus 8q squared plus 12q squared minus 24q. Okay, so first step, I have been preaching it, but we haven't had one yet. Is there a GCF here? Yes, there is. What is your GCF? 4. 4. Okay? So you're going to pull a 4 out first, and I'm going to put a squared off bracket just to make it easier when we group. Okay, you don't have to do that. I just like to do it because I think it looks a little better and it's cleaner. Okay, so now you're going to pull 4 out of each section, right? So you'll have q to the third minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. Q squared plus 3 q squared minus 6q. Okay, so all I did was pull GCF. This is a review of yesterday. I haven't done anything new. This is yesterday.
Don't they all have a Q in common?
Yeah. Is it 4?
Oh, crap.
Oh, 1 Q.
Yeah. Good catch. Good job, guys. So let's put a Q out there. And then I'm going to drop all my Q's. So this will be 2, 1, 1, and now there's no Q. Is that a little better? No wonder hands were shooting up in the air there. Okay, so take a second. Let's get that corrected. Okay, does anybody have a question about that since I messed it up? No, we're good now? Huh?
Oh, you just divide it. I got you.
Okay, yeah, we just pulled GCF. That was it. Okay? So we pulled GCF. Now you're going to go to your grouping. Okay? So now you still have 4 terms on the inside. You're still going to group these together and pull out GCFs. Okay? So all we did was add and basically combine what we did yesterday with what we were just working on. Okay? So now what comes out of my first red grouping here? 1, Q, right? A Q comes out of here. So I'm going to take out a Q. And what do we have left over when we pull a Q out? Q minus 2, good. Ziggy?
Since like they all have Q's on there, why do you have to group it instead of just like which one?
Because you pulled out your GCF. So that's right, but you still have 4 parts. So you still have to break it down from there. Okay?
So if there is a GCF, like in all 4 of them, that's when you do this?
Yeah, so then that's step 1. All right, step 1, we're looking, is there a GCF between all of them originally?
Oh,
In this
so
case,
you-
yes, there is.
Yeah.
So then here's my leftovers. Now I'm going to group off my leftovers and get them to match on the inside.